If this heart-touching moment shocked you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this story with others. And tell me, where are you watching from? Your support helps us bring more inspiring stories like this one to life. Let's get started. When the bright red Ferrari 488 was pushed into the service bay that morning, every mechanic in the dealership pretended not to look. For a week, engineers had taken turns trying to diagnose its strange electrical failure. None of their theories matched the symptoms, and the car only grew worse. The owner of the Ferrari, a young CEO named Elena Pierce, was known for her sharp tongue and zero patience. She had visited the workshop twice already, each time leaving with more frustration. Today, she arrived again, heels clicking, brows tight, demanding answers no one could give. At the far corner of the garage, Alex Turner wiped grease off his hands and watched quietly. He was the youngest mechanic there, barely 30 and often overlooked. He worked odd hours, took the dirty jobs others refused, and rarely spoke unless necessary. But he noticed details no one else did. Elena raised her voice at the engineers, her tone cold but controlled. 7 days, 7 trained professionals, and not one of you can tell me what's wrong with my car. The room fell silent. She wasn't cruel, just exhausted. She relied on that Ferrari for meetings, events, and the freedom she rarely got. Alex hesitated before walking toward her. "Ma'am, if you allow me, I'd like to take a look." The engineers exchanged doubtful glances. Some smirked. He wasn't part of their team. He worked in the general repair section, not high-performance vehicles. But Eleanor turned to him, measuring his confidence. "You think you can fix what my engineers couldn't?" she asked quietly. Alex didn't brag, didn't promise miracles. He only nodded once. "I think I can try something different." The simplicity of his answer made her pause. After a long breath, she stepped back. "Fine. You have 3 hours." Alex got to work immediately. He slid into the driver's seat, listening carefully to the faint clicking under the dashboard. Instead of hooking up expensive diagnostic tools first, he followed the sound, tracing wires by hand, something older mechanics used to do before computers replaced instinct. He removed the floor panel and found something everyone else missed, a tiny burn mark near a junction box. Not a major failure, but a chain reaction. The problem wasn't the engine, the ECU, or the sensors. It was a single hairline crack in a grounding wire, thin as a thread. The engineers had been running computer tests expecting a major failure. They never checked the basics. Alex smiled slightly. He loved challenges like this. He repaired the ground wire, replaced the junction connector, and secured the panel again. Only 30 minutes had passed. But he wasn't done. He inspected every fuse, bolt, and cable just to be sure. After another hour of fine-tuning, he finally turned the key. The Ferrari roared to life, smooth, powerful, perfect. The engine purred like a restored heartbeat returning to rhythm. Elena looked up sharply from across the room when she heard the sound. She walked over slowly, disbelief clear on her face. Alex stepped out of the car, wiping his hands on a cloth. "It's fixed," he said simply. No pride, no show, just truth. The engineers crowded around, examining the wiring, surprised they'd missed something so small. Elena leaned in, watching the engine, listening to its steady hum. When she turned to Alex, her expression was completely different, softer, almost grateful. How did you do it?" she asked. He explained the issue calmly, describing how the grounding wire had caused cascading failures. Elena listened closely, her earlier frustration melting away. "You saved me," she said quietly. "I have an investor flight in an hour. Without this car, I would have missed it." Alex shrugged lightly. "Just doing my job." But to Elena, it was more than that. She pulled out her phone and called someone immediately. After a brief conversation, she hung up and faced him again. "I want you on my personal automotive team," she said. "Full-time, higher pay, better benefits, and you'll manage my entire collection." The room froze. The engineers stared, shocked. Alex blinked, unsure he'd heard correctly. "Ma'am, are you serious?" "Completely," she said. "I don't reward degrees. I reward results, and you just showed me something rare, skill without ego." Her voice carried authority, but also genuine admiration. Alex tried to find the right words, but none came. He had worked years with little recognition, bills stacked at home. His father's medical treatments weren't cheap. A chance like this, it felt impossible. Elena extended her hand. "Come work for me." He shook it, still stunned. "Thank you, ma'am. I won't disappoint you." She smiled, a surprising, warm smile he didn't expect from the intimidating CEO. "Call me Eleanor," she said, "and start tomorrow. I have 12 other cars that need someone like you." As she drove the Ferrari out of the garage, engine purring flawlessly, the entire workshop watched Alex with new respect. The quiet mechanic who everyone underestimated had just done what a team of engineers couldn't, and gained the opportunity of a lifetime. For the first time in years, Alex walked home with hope in his chest. One car, one chance, one moment of faith in himself had changed everything. And this was only the beginning.